What's the next episode? Hold up.
Rolling, hanging, macking, getting that paper. Yeah. Rolling on another next episode. I'm not even gonna write it in. The next episode, take one. All right, roll sound, roll credits to the next episode. So. What up, everybody? We back. Me back. Well, not no we. Hey, drum here. Nobody else. That's just how it is now on the next episode. Beep. Throw all those graphics and stuff in there like we used to, but hey, this episode is a special episode. You know what today is. I know what today is. Everybody know what today is. It's Creation Day, or as some people would say, Earth Day. Yeah, but other than Earth Day, people have been wondering what's been going on with the next episode. Well, this ain't the next episode. Like I always say, there's always something else going on with the next episode. And on the next episode, we talked about how I'm making an album. Well, today we dropping that album, people. Yes, we're dropping that album. Today is the day. Let's make a great big celebration because everyone has wanted to know, what has Drum been up to lately? What's productions? What, projects is happening? Projects is always happening, all right, but this last year, I wanted to actually take a little bit of me time, and focus on some things that I've always had other fascinations in, not necessarily film, but music, photography as well. I do all those things, but music was one of my first big passions. So this last year, and really the last couple of years, I've been documenting a lot of things that circulate with me and my music experience and fascination with a lot of different genres of music. But recently, hip hop is definitely what brought me into this. So recently been doing a lot of hip hop explorations type of thing, going to events, linking up with friends, getting inspirations, all that type of stuff. Sorry, S words. It's always hard with me. Don't pick at me, people. But it's always been an inspiration to try to figure out what creative vision I have with my music. And lately I've been trying to get into music licensing and sync licensing, and video games was one of the things that actually grabbed my attention the most. And I wanted to create an album based off an idea of a video game creation. And this whole album is about Marsh the mushroom. Yes, Marsh the mushroom. And Marsh is an unexplained type of creation. I ain't gonna say it's a creature or anything like, but it's a creation. And it really just sparks from my idea of being a gardener and always landscaping and doing the artwork and stuff, and always just wondered, how mushrooms grow, they just kind of pop up out of nowhere. So I tapped into that idea of what would it be like being a mushroom, growing into this magical place that you've never had anything, idea about, and discovering yourself while exploring these unknown lands. And come to find out, Marsh has special powers, like all mushrooms do. And that's what's so fascinating about it is like they don't even know what type of magic powers they have. Neither do we. So a lot of the stuff is really like adventurous sounds and just exploring different ideas of music combinations. A lot of times it's not just hip-hop, it's not funk, it's not alternative, it's not soul, it's not old school, the 60s, 70s. It's like a combination of all those things, and it's taking you on a journey through your ear. No lyrics, all music, sounds, something to really just kind of tap out, and see what type of adventures and foreign lands you're going to experience, while also unlocking a lot of different powers that mushrooms have. He has this nice little magical bow staff, so he can, do some comeback or attacks if it's some type of enemies and stuff, which I did all of that. I actually created a whole land with enemies, special powers, special treats that unlock other different features and powers and the magical things that it can do with its laugh to, void off certain creatures and, different emotions is really something I wanted to possibly make into a video game. And that's was the whole concept of this album. I wanted to create a catalog that is going to go with the video game. And it took a while. I would say a lot of it came from just connecting with people, having different experiences, going out with all kinds of different places, people, drinks, other influences, spirits, as they would say. But a lot of it really was just me tapping into my own creativity. I wanted to make sure this was something that I elaborated on from actually being in those places with people, looking at art, not necessarily just saying all of this just sparked out of nowhere. This is stuff that I've done and been documenting a lot of it lately, going to the stuff like Art Speaks and Lyrics, where it showcases a lot of Black art, cultural things, music, of course, has a lot of the undertones of it, but I think a lot of creativity is what people really want to see. And I think that's what this album is about, creativity. Hopefully it will get into those realms and circles of people that can make it into like a video game, or maybe this will open up some of those avenues and doors that I've been trying to do with sync licensing lately, and just letting people be able to hear my music. I seen something doom strolling one day, DJ Jazzy Jeff. He talked about how we have all this stuff, you got music, you got videos, you got all this stuff on your drives, and you don't want to leave and have all this unheard stuff. Like, just put it out there, like let all of it go. And that's kind of what I started thinking about some time ago. And I was like, I got all this music, not to say all this music is old music, because a lot of it was really created just recently in the last year, but I wanted to do something that was geared towards something of new creation. And I think that's what this was for me. Hopefully I can turn it into, some animated series, or maybe I could just continue to elaborate on the next album. But today I'm releasing Marsh The Awakening, and it's going to be on SoundCloud for now until I decide to put it on other platforms. Probably going to be creating more with it, but this is the special edition of the next episode. So might even throw in musical guest appearance here soon, just to give you a little bit more of idea of some of the music on this album. And while we talk about that, I'm actually gonna play you some of the music on this album right now. It's not gonna be on these drums, by the way. Yeah, it's not gonna be on those. Tracks like that. I mean, it's gonna be 11 tracks on this album. There's fold outs, there's other track lists. There's a track list, but there's fold outs, you know, like real album stuff, showing you other character, enemy characters, realms, special charms and treats and things that show like different power moves, you know, stuff that you'll usually see on the back of a video game. So most importantly, don't forget that the next episode is just working on the next episode. But this is the next episode, 420 special edition. And without further ado, I'm actually gonna play one more track, and then I'm actually going to give you a live performance by someone that's very, very close to me, very close friend of mine. A lot of people know who this is. I'm not even gonna reveal who it is. I just want you to see it, you know. But till next time, Drum, signing out for the 420 next episode. Peace.
Birds on the stoop. Yeah, birds on the stoop. Yeah, birds on the stoop. Yeah, birds on the stoop. I got the scoop. Let me live my life now. I'm in here. I'm about to run it down and make it clear so I can put you on notice, because I'm about to snoop your dog like Calvin Broad is. Oh, what is it to be a man? Is it the one to follow somebody's plan, or to follow your own? Do you understand? The birds of the stoop, the birds of the stoop, the birds of the stoop, man. I'ma clear it out like it was cleared out by the baby. But you know I'm in here and I'm about to go crazy. Hold on. Why don't you skip to my loop so I can make your mind clear? I'm up in here with the clarity so I can make it clear. My dear, why don't you do things that I want you to do? Why not? We living through traumas, and these traumas creating dramas in our pot. We stir it up any way you need it. If we really love each other, that's how we gon' treat it. Just like our baby, man, it's getting crazy. Our kids become ourselves, elated. She gon' give me the same drama that I gave her. She gon' give me the same drama that I gave her. She gon' give me the same drama that I gave her. But it's up to me to raise her. And don't get me wrong, it's a two-way street for sure. Everybody got to put in, but if you're gonna put in, make sure you put in, because the proof is in that put in. But I ain't gonna be the one that get that latex, you know what Wayne said, but I'm the one that gonna step up and raise my babies. They said God raises the man raises the woman, and the woman raises the child, and the child raises us both. Wow. 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 Since I become a father, I realize that I go farther. It's not about me, it's about us. And don't you live your life for you. That's disgust. Hold on. Let me run this thing back and think about it. If you're telling me not to live for me, and then I got a full rank about it. Now I gotta put somebody before myself, and now myself suffering. So what I'm supposed to do about that? I even need some mothering. I already got some problems with my own mom that I'm trying to work out. And I don't want to bring that drama into my relationship, but it seems to work out. And I just get right behind it and stand at it and look at it in amazement. And I'm thinking, man, I'm crazy, but I'm not. I'm just lazy. I don't want to put in that work. That work hurt. I don't want to put in that work. Wow, that work hurt. Man, a relationship is work. I ain't gonna lie, that work hurts. I'm always trying to look up these other girls' skirts when I don't even look my woman in the eyes when she cries. And a little bit of piece of me, it always dies. And I don't know why I can't just hug her until I love her. Maybe it's that trauma that I'm working out with my mother. And if I treat my mother like I treat my woman, or I treat my woman how I treat my mother, then I don't really love her, oh Lord. And that's a truth that I can't really stand to admit. Somebody saying you on that bullshit. And you may be right. This is bigger than spite. I'm holding on to some resentments. And the resentments is changing my image. It's 11-11, now it's 11-12. With these admissions, I don't know what I'm doing myself.